How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution video. This is upload 2 of one day. We had 2 uploads in one day. I hope you guys like for that. So yeah, Isla Pena. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're new, and of course, you know, notifications. You gotta turn on that notification bell. I mean, it's just like, you know, YouTube just adds one more thing that you gotta do. I'm sorry about that, but you know, hey, it's a burden we all gotta bear. You know, it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow. I know, but anyway, Isla Pena. Sorry, getting off track here. Isla Pena is gonna be a nighttime island. It's also the smallest island. You can see that they have a Spinosaurus on this island, and there's a whole row of shops, and we have a viewing tower and the storm defense tower and stuff like that. So that's all kind of really basic. There's some really nice screenshots and stuff like that, but when you zoom out on the island, you really get a taste and a feel for just how small and how big it is. And so what do I mean by that? And that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be breaking down exactly what it means to build on Isla Pena and to even interact with this small but large island. You can tell when it zooms out that this island is the smallest one, but it's really not that big. Assuming that, you know, some of these mountains are barriers, but you can still build up to them and or maybe around them and maybe level some of it out and, you know, keep building. You can still do quite a lot with this island. Now, compared to Isla Sorna, you can get lost on that island. I mean, that island's going to be huge. If this, so you can see this small paddock and you can see this small little enclosure, and you can tell that you could probably put 5, 6, maybe 7 enclosures. Not huge enclosures, but you know, decent sized enclosures on this small little island. Now, what I'm going to think with the game is that this island is going to be designed to challenge you. You're going to be pressured to get the most money, the most bang for your buck out of this island. It's the smallest island. You're going to have to be very creative with how you build on it. Very creative. Every little selection, every building, every path, every enclosure, every fence, every viewing tower, every single thing, where you place your power lines, everything is going to be very concise on this island. You're going to have to really pay attention to the land and the usable land in which you have to use and utilize every single square inch. I think that this island is going to be a little more challenging that way. You're actually going to have a goal that you're going to have to meet, and that goal would be easy to meet on a bigger island, but on this small island where you can only have, let's say, so many dinosaurs because it's only so big, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. How are you going to get guest happiness up and keep your dinosaurs happy on a small island? They have to have enough space. They have to have a certain amount of food, a certain amount of, you know, interaction with other dinosaurs, so much social interactions. The people have to feel safe, and you're going to have a whole bunch of dinosaurs on this island, right? You're going to have a whole bunch of them really close together, so that's not, security is going to be an issue. You're going to spend a lot of money to secure a lot of these fences. Guests are going to be really close to the dinosaurs. There's not going to be very many places to run if one happens to get out. There's not going to be that much open field. Almost every single thing is going to be interacting with another part of the park. You know, a path is going to meet up to fence, and a fence is going to meet up to buildings, and buildings are going to meet up, you know, to attractions. So yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be hard to do. And I think that's going to be one of the most challenging aspects of this game, and that's the reason why I think there's not like really a difficulty on this game, is because it's like it's a progression, and once you get to like an Isla Pena, that's going to be a little rough. That's going to be hard to do. That's going to be, even if this is the starting island, to be able to, even if this is a basic tutorial, to be able to have that small of an area to have to manage like that, to have to put that many enclosures with that many park guests, and have that kind of a goal to make a certain amount of money, because that's what it's going to be. That's the only thing I can think of with this island being as small as it is, but still being able to build on it, and still a feature and focus in this game. You're really going to have to think about that. And that's the only thing you could probably possibly draw, unless you guys have some other idea of what the design of this island will be, or what it should be, you know, how it will influence the player. let me know in the comment section below. But I personally think that it's going to be a tough island. That's what they're designing it to be. It's going to be a hardcore island that you're going to have some tough goals to meet with minimum amount of land and resources to do so, right? So I don't know how that's really going to play out. But what I do know is that it's nighttime on this island, and not really so nighttime-ish to where you can't see. I think it kind of adds like a nice little soothing atmosphere, I guess you will. You know, I think it'd be really cool to really get some nice aesthetically pleasing builds on this island, while at the same time, you know, jumping through those hurdles of keeping your guests happy and giving your dinosaurs enough room to be happy as well, while keeping security up. And oh wow, that really seems like it's going to be tough to do. Now these islands in the background, that kind of worries me. I want to be able to terraform these islands. I want to be able to terraform. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to take, if I can, take down the island. But like, if you take down some of these mountains, like the islands won't be the same. You know, if you take the mountain off of Isla Nublar, the volcano, it's just not going to be the same, right? So it's not really going to be that island. So that's why I feel like we did that when we did that you know, park limit video, where there's only so much of a build space you can do, and then you go to a perimeter and you can't go any further and you can't terraform anything else. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Like, you're going to get up towards the edge of the mountain and you're not going to be able to terraform anymore outside of a boundary, and that way it keeps the basic shape of the island and you can't just go hog wild, you know what I mean? And I don't even know if there is like a land creating tool. You know, I know there's water and you can take the water away, but can you add more land to your islands? Probably not. So there's really going to be emphasis on this being a small island, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think you know, for some hardcore gamers and some of the people who's really been wanting that hardcore management style of tycoon game, I guess you could say, this island might just deliver that. And that might be what Frontier's trying to do here, is set up a bunch of islands to give a different feel, a different play, a different aesthetic. Every island's going to have different challenges that you're going to have to meet, and Isla Pena might be the asshole of the group. You know, it might be one of the toughest ones. I think that'd be kind of cool, is seeing you know, with such a small area, what you can do. And I really don't think it's that small of an area. I think you could probably pull off, unless the goals that you have to meet is just, you know, inordinate and insane. I think you could probably have some fun with this island. It'd be a nice little challenge to yourself to see if you can make a nice, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing island where dinosaurs are happy and guests are happy while being safe, and you have to balance all that. I think that'd be a really cool thing. Now, it being night, you know, I want to come back to that again for just one more second. Well, maybe you can extrapolate maybe a hint that there could be a nocturnal, I guess, element to some of these dinosaurs, because we do know that, you know, some dinosaurs were primarily nocturnal, like velociraptors, for example. They hunted at night, and you can tell because they're, I think, on their skulls, on their occipital lobe, they'll be smaller. The occipital bone will be smaller, as opposed to you know, like the flying reptile pterosaur, where their occipital bone is much larger, and they usually hunt at the day where they can see in the bright sunlight. And at velociraptors, they had to be zoomed in. They had to have that nice keen eyesight. You know, they primarily hunt at night. So that would be kind of cool, right? What if we see some really aggressive velociraptors here, because it's mostly night and they're always hungry, always hunting, always active? That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, there's like a lot that you could really kind of, you know, think about this. And really though, what's really cool is just we get a couple of looks at some different shops, and the storm defense tower is really cool. This whole screenshot is really nice. I like that whole thing. But yeah, you know, it's a nighttime island. I think it's going to be tough to build on. There's going to be some challenges presented. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be, you know, whenever you know, get tired, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months into the game, once you start going, well, you know, I've just kind of building the same park over and over again. I've done all the crazy stuff. It's like, you know what? I want to challenge myself. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can't do, you know, set this goal on this tiny little island and see how well I can do. And I think that's what's really going to keep this kind of game alive, you know, years down the road, is the ability to be able to have so many different play styles on such a unique, really kind of one themed game. It's a dinosaur game. It's a dinosaur zoo tycoon park building game that allows for every single kind of player to come in and have a little bit of fun, even down to first-person shooters, because I mean you do have to trank the dinosaurs, you know, so there's even an element of that in there. So there's a little bit for everybody, and the fact that, you know, each island itself adds just a different level, a different touch, a different smack in the face, if you will, as opposed to each other island, and you know, you'll have to adapt and learn new ways to play. I think that is just gold. I think that's awesome. I think Frontier is fucking spot on with that. Isla Pena, guys, it's nighttime there, and I think that's really gonna be cool. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and hey, you know, I appreciate you guys like always. I really do. We'll have another video out coming tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one.